I'm Chandler. I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable.
Hi everyone, Wally here. I'm sad to inform you that Matthew Perry, the Friends star, passed away this past Saturday at his Los Angeles home. According to various reports, paramedics found the actor unresponsive in his hot tub. Although his cause of death is currently unknown, TMZ sources claim there was no evidence of foul play or drug use at the scene. Matthew posted his last Instagram photo a few days ago, showing him lounging in a pool after a night swim. Here is one of Matthew's last outings.
I can see you're doing your sexy look, okay.
My sexy look?
Matthew was 54 years old after several minor parts and short-lived projects. Matthew made it big when he was cast in what has become one of the best sitcoms of all time.
Yeah, it's very strange. Get out of a car and have everybody scream and it'd be a good thing. But it's very strange, but it's fun.
In subsequent years, Matthew revealed his secret demons, speaking up about his drug use and personal troubles behind the scenes.
I felt like I was gonna die if they didn't laugh. And it's not healthy, for sure. Yeah. But I would sometimes say a line and they wouldn't laugh and I would sweat and just like go into convulsions.
If I didn't get the laugh I was supposed to get, I would freak out. It would take you down.
After a long and painful wait, Matthew Perry recently opened up about the terrible heartache that nearly took his life when he revealed his affections to co-star Jennifer Aniston. He was devastated by her rejection since she chose to go on with Brad Pitt. How did Jennifer save Matthew from himself? Matthew went into a spiral of self-destruction. It was a secret for a long time, but Jen could see what Matthew was concealing. And even though she rejected him, she wouldn't give up on him. The world fell in love with Matthew on Friends, but he's come a long way from his beginnings.
Camera panned to the back of the apartment door. Then Ben, our first AD, shouted for the last time, "That's a wrap!" And tears sprang from almost everyone's eyes. Aniston was sobbing. I was amazed she had any water left in her entire body. But I felt nothing. I couldn't tell if that was because of the opioid I was taking, or if I was just generally dead inside.
When Matthew first read about this group of friends, he identified with Chandler's character.
It was essential to be funny all the time. I was like, I am this guy. I am Chandler.
How could anyone not develop a crush on Jennifer Aniston when Matthew was placed alongside the one that got away? Jen was thrilled to be working with her old buddy again, but he was becoming overcome by his own fears. Matthew was more desperate for Jen's approval than hers. Matthew never figured out how to manage his suffering. Even though he was starring on Friends, Matthew's addiction and insecurities took over, despite the years of maintaining the act. One individual was able to see through Matthew's attempts to hide his suffering. Friends and followers were concerned about Matthew Perry's unexpected weight loss as he struggled. Jen had loved him, but Matthew was blind to it until one night that changed everything. It's no surprise that Chandler is a person who is trying to repel his own human emotional sentiments with humor, Matthew told the New York Times. Matthew had to ultimately accept that looking to others for affirmation wouldn't make him happy. These are the responses of the Friends cast to this devastating news. The actress who played Rachel Green on Friends, Jennifer Aniston, sent a moving statement on social media. "My heart is left with a hole that words cannot describe. The world has lost a comic genius in Matthew. He was more than just a co-star. He was a close friend and brother who shared our laughs, tears, and struggles." On Twitter, Courtney Cox, who is most known for playing Monica Geller Perry's on-screen wife, shared, "Matthew was my on-screen spouse and one of my closest friends off-screen, so losing him feels like losing a piece of my family." On her social media, Lisa Kudrow, who portrayed the eccentric Phoebe Buffett, shared a heartfelt homage. Even under the most difficult circumstances, Matthew had an uncommon ability to make others laugh. His humor and optimistic attitude will always be cherished. Peace be with you, my buddy. Matt LeBlanc Friends Joey Tribbiani posted a late-night message expressing his sadness. "It's difficult to fathom a world without Matthew's sharp wit. We laughed so much together. He was remarkable." Actor David Schwimmer, well known for playing Ross Geller, recalled a sweet moment with Perry. "As Chandler Bing, Matthew will always hold a special place in our hearts. I recall the several occasions when he would improvise and leave us all in stitches." Lastly, on her social media, Maggie Wheeler, who played Chandler Bing's erratic girlfriend Janice, posted, "Chandler Bing, Matthew, how I miss you so much. Your contagious laugh and sense of humor will be missed." Friends cast members' united sorrow illustrates the close relationship they had with Perry, and their tributes to him honor the invaluable role he played in their lives both on and off screen. The sudden death of Matthew Perry shocked the entertainment world and his worldwide fan base, bringing a somber moment to the business. Perry's loss highlights the erratic and frail quality of life, serving as a reminder to many of the fleeting nature of human existence. Perry, who ironically maintained a bizarre philosophy of never drinking on the job, even if it meant arriving on set badly hungover and seeking rehabilitation, expressed his inability to recollect 3 years of Friends, possibly covering seasons 3 to 6. Perry entered the Hazelden facility in Minnesota in 1997 for a 28-day program. He was able to stay clean for a short while, but his struggle continued, and in 200, he had to spend 2 weeks in the hospital as a result of alcohol-induced pancreatitis. In an attempt to support others like him, Perry established a sober living facility in Malibu in 2013 called the Perry House. One of the things Perry holds close to his heart is his readiness and ability to extend a helping hand to anyone battling alcoholism who comes up to him asking for assistance in quitting. Fast forward to 2018, and Perry refused to make a triumphant return to Friends, embracing a healthier version of himself. In a 2002 interview with the New York Times, Perry confessed that his motivation to quit drinking wasn't necessarily rooted in a desire to do so, but rather from the stark fear of not waking up the next day. Perry had a gastrointestinal perforation that required emergency surgery to seal, putting his health in grave danger. The 49-year-old Friends star revealed about the terrifying experience he had when his colon burst due to opioid addiction. The medical staff had estimated his chances of survival at just 2% when he was admitted to the hospital. To help him breathe, an extracorporeal membrane oxygenation system was used, which effectively replaced his lungs. In interviews with the press, Perry compared his circumstances to a desperate Hail Mary attempt, given the extremely slim chances. The physical memories of this health concern, which are the scars from his 14 stomach operations, act as daily reminders and strengthen his devotion to sobriety. Perry's therapist gave him some wise advice, telling him to picture himself as someone who has a colostomy bag for the rest of his life in case he is ever tempted to use OxyContin again. Speaking up about the unshakable support his friends and co-stars gave him, particularly throughout the difficult periods of filming while battling addiction, Perry highlights his friendship with Jennifer Aniston, Coney Courtney Lisa Cavallo. While acknowledging the benefits of his wealth and fame, Perry expressed that he would trade it all to never have experienced addiction. Interestingly, he credits Friends for being a lifeline in addition to the financial rewards. Matt LeBlanc and David Schwimmer were not just for the screen, they consistently demonstrated their support for Perry, both in the public eye and behind closed doors. Their relationship remained strong because of the creative outlet it provided, as seen by the HBO Max reunion in 2021. The co-creator of Friends, Marta Kaufman, talked about the heartbreak of seeing Perry struggle. She recalled welcoming him back in the first episode of the show's final season. Later, she went into detail about the system put in place to support Perry during this time.